Morning. Well, I guess we'll run to town this morning, get some water. We'll spray that last field of wheat. Well, the last field of wheat at our farm, that is. There's a little bit more wheat down at the in-laws, but spray the last field of wheat here. Get her folded out. And spray this field. And we're spraying. So it doesn't look too bad down here. This is that flat. We were parked right over there with the quad and walked in the field a little bit just over there. It doesn't look that bad right down in here for the wheat. But considering this is a pretty good sized low spot all throughout here, it's not that great. Like on top of the hills, it's terrible. The wheat's so short and thin. But this field, since a good portion of this field's in a low spot, I think it'll do 40 bushels to the acre. Maybe even a touch more, is my guess, but hard to say until the combine gets in here. And where the wheat's thin, you can see that green down in there, that tinge of green, that's all volunteer canola. The job is done. So now we gotta get this thing down to the in-laws today or tomorrow. I think the wife said tomorrow she can help move stuff down to the in-laws. Well, just this is all we gotta take. And pick me up, bring me back, and that should work out good. Young guy can run the combine while we're gone, moving this down there. Should work out okay. And then I think it'll be a little bit, probably another week or so before we desiccate anything down at the in-laws. That stuff was pretty green last time I checked. And I checked just like, it was like a couple days ago, 3 days ago or something. So, might be a little while before we spray anything else. Well, I'm gonna go fire up the combine, I guess. The hired man should be here fairly soon. Start going until he gets here. Oils are good. Let's fire it up. Got to be neutral. There. Well, that's fueling up. I'm going to start the beat, let it air up, warm up. I just want to back it up further down the field because, you know, this is all done now. We're going to work our way this way. By the time the truck's full again, the combine will be way down there and have to drive all the way back to the truck, right? So we'll back it up a ways, make it a little more convenient to unload. Oh, the hired man's not here yet. Let's go for a couple passes there and back, and by that time he'll be here. Buddy's here now. We're on the combine. Right air should be good. But yeah, that feels a lot cooler in here now with that couple cans of refrigerant on it. It's good. Okay, now there's no way we're going to be able to bale this, I don't think. I'm not even going to try. The wind's up, the sun's been out. That straw's getting beat up pretty good coming out of the combine. And it's short to start with. It just have to bale it tonight when it gets dark. But I think we should go unhook the drill from the 9380, hook the 9380 onto the heavy harrows, get the heavy harrows all ready, start on that field just right across the driveway there. I wonder if those swaths are dry yet. Probably not. But we should go feel those other swaths that got rained on. Let's go feel those swaths right now. Maybe a guy could roll, well, we won't be able to roll them up today, but tonight maybe they'll be dry enough. Let's go feel them right now. Let's feel this real thin stuff right here on top of the hill kind of thing. See what that feels like. Oh yeah, it's dry as a bone there. Let's go down to the bottom. Yeah, right here. Let's feel the straw right here. Hopefully it's dry by the end of the day. Oh, I think so, you guys. Yeah. Oh yeah, I think so. Oh, it's a little bit wet there though. But, oh yeah, it is wet there too. geez, that is pretty wet still. Wow. Let's see if it'll show up on the... Yeah, it's pretty damp still. Wow. But maybe by maybe by tonight, by the time it gets dark tonight, maybe, if not tonight, tomorrow night it'll be dry enough. For sure. So worst case scenario, we'll be baling, or we'll be able to heavy harrow this field, not tomorrow, but the next day. 2 days. But what we could do right now is, like I said, go unhook the stagger from the drill, get it hooked onto the heavy harrows, and then we can fire up the Massey and move a few more bales that are right here along the field right there. Move them a few bales. And after that, I'm not sure. Gotta find something else to do. Probably don't really need Buddy to run the combine today, but he enjoys it, I think, so let him run it. A few bucks I gotta pay him for a wage. If that breaks the farm, well, the farm was going under either way then. So let's go deal with that 9380. So let's get all the hoses, electrical, and all that unhooked first. And the harrows are right there, so we don't really have to warm it up or anything. We just start it, idle around, back it in, put the pin in. Well, I suppose we could drive it over to the field right here, fold it out, and get all ready. But okay, let's get all these hoses and wiring, all that unhooked. Oh, it's hot today. Oh, yeah. Okay, pins all the way in. Put the jack up. Oh, I'd like to be sitting in here all afternoon, doing some harrowing. Air conditioning's working good in here. It's nice and cool. Okay, we got them folded down. We'll just put slight pressure on them. We'll drive it over to the edge of the field, and then we'll just park it. And then, you know, I was thinking, this canola around our farm looks like it's turning color pretty good, like on the plant. I haven't cracked open any pods here I don't think I have. What are the odds the canola would be, some of the canola would be ready to spray here at our farm? Because down at the in-laws, I think they got an extra rain than we did. And it might be set back a little bit because of that rain down there. What are the odds we could spray some canola here? We'll crack open a few pods at our farm just over there after we park this thing. Okay. This thing's ready to go. Go check that canola. Okay, we'll check this side of the field right here, very close to our bale yard. Why does it seem like there's lots of leaves on the plant still for this time of year? Shouldn't the leaves be off? Huh. Kind of weird. Okay. Oh, look how short it is and thin it is here. Holy, oh, gopher hole. We'll just walk out here somewhere and pull a plant. See what it's doing. Right here, how about? Oh, is this pathetic? Look at the seed color change there. That was the first plant I pulled. It's a little bit. Now, everybody's different. I don't know about your guys' area, but around here, I've seen guys swath when it's pretty ripe. And I've seen guys swath canola when it's really green. So, not that I'm swathing this canola, but look at all the stuff in flower yet. Is that like... Why is... Jeez. This is so thin right here. Gotta find a low spot or something. Oh, here looks better. Oh, there's a cow trail when the cows got in here. Let's check right here. This looks a little better. Pull out this plant right here. Definite seed color change in that pod. Oh wow, this pod is further up the main stem and it's got quite a bit of seed color change. Holy crap, maybe we could be spraying this canola. Kind of breezy now though. Not bad, I guess. Oh, them big trees are whipping pretty good. A little breezy. Anyway, this canola looks terrible. This looks like about a 20 bushel crop. 15 to 20, I'm gonna say. This isn't in a low spot either, but it does not look very good. Here's another cow trail. Let's pull one more plant here on the hill, kind of not on a hill, but a little bit of a knoll on top. And then we'll drive around to that end of the field, somewhere over there, and see what the low spot looks like. Because I don't know, there's pretty good seed color change here. Pull another plant right here. Oh my, look at this plant. What is there? 9 pods on there? That's embarrassing. Try a different one. Why does it? Huh. What's on there? Let's pull a plant right here on the edge. This edge looks the best right here. This looks pretty good versus back there. There's not a lot of seed color change in this one. So where the crop is taller and a little bit thicker, not much seed color change yet. Let's try another one on this plant. There's one seed at the very end there. So not a lot. So we're at the opposite end of that field we just finished checking over there. Our bale yard is straight that way at the end of the field over there. So the canola here definitely looks better by looking at it, just from, you know, right here. But let's see what it looks like when we pull the plant. This is that low spot I was talking about. I suppose there's more pods on here than back over at the other end there. Well, let's find the main stem. 0 seed color change here in the low spot. So it's probably too soon to spray this. Because this is a pretty good sized low spot. There's another low spot over there. Another one over that way, sort of thing. So yeah, a little too early yet, I'm gonna say. So this is that first field of wheat that I seeded, first field of wheat that we desiccated. This is really the only low spot in the whole, well, this is just a little 46-acre field. But it's the only low spot in the field right here. And it's not really a low spot, it's more of a side hill. Just the way I cut the electric fence off right here. The low spot would be like down there from this hill, right? It flows down there. But this has been desiccated for like, I bet you it's got to be close to 2 weeks already. When did we desiccate this? You remember? We kicked things off there. Minimum 10 days for sure. Let's jump in. Let's crawl in there, crack open a head, and see what. Oh, the electric fence. Just kidding. I got you. Let's crawl in here. I'll crack open a head, hand thrash a head out, see what these kernels feel like. I'm sure a guy will be able to jump as soon as we're done that barley, start thrashing this wheat. Probably, if things go good, hopefully by tomorrow evening we'll be on this barley. We'll be on this wheat by tomorrow evening. Let's hand thrash ahead here. What's this, a deer bed? Huh. Anyway, I'll hand thrash ahead and see what the heck. Well, these kernels look a little better than the last time I checked this field. Mind you, we are in this little bit of a low spot. But last time I checked, man, they were shriveled up to nothing. That looks a little better. Let's see what they're like biting them here. Oh, they're actually quite soft right here. Well, that first one was. That one's hard. That one's hard. A little bit softer, that one. That one's hard. That's hard. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow, hopefully. Why does that head look different? There's nothing in it. It's like it's got disease or something. Probably does, knowing my luck. Full of disease and cuts yield by like 50% or something. Anyway, let's jump in the Massey. Go move a few of those straw bales off to the bale yard type thing and see what happens after that. Well, now what? The grapple won't open or close. Huh. That's never happened before in the Massey. Tilt works. Yeah, because that's hydraulic, like mechanical hydraulic. The buttons to open the grapple and close it are electrical for hydraulic, probably. Wonder if it's a fuse or just. Huh. That's weird. I can't move the tractor. Well, I can move the tractor, I suppose. Just got to pick the bale back up. What the heck? No. Always something. That's never happened before with the Massey. What the heck? Nothing. Just like, what if it's a fuse? Yeah, I think this fuse is popped. Blown or whatever, and it looks, it's got a picture of the bucket but not the grapple. I don't know, either way the fuse is blown, so it's got to be, or it should be replaced. With any luck, that's why the grapple's not working. Where do I have some of these fuses though? I don't know. Is there any spares in here? Normally they got a couple spots for spares. I don't see it listed. Huh. Well. I'll have to find one. It's just a 10 amp, one of the mini ones. I'll have to find one somewhere. See if they got minis in the 454 here. Yeah. Okay, I'll just remember that. Top right. Rob the 10 amp. Is it blown too? No, we're good. Okay, let's try this one. See if the grapple works. Yep. That was why. But Buddy just texted the truck's full, so I guess we'll go unload that truck. Let it air up. Warm up a little bit. Take these two bales to the bale yard. Come back and it'll be warmed up enough by then. Let's go get her unloaded. Back at the field. Get this tarp open. Combine's full and waiting. We've only got, well, maybe there's a few passes left right here yet. A few passes here, and then they come around this corner and they go a little bit longer way over there. I was gonna park the truck way over there, but no, he's got a few passes here yet. Maybe I'll just turn it around and leave it like right here somewhere. I can always move it later. Well, go back to moving some bales, I guess. There's not that many more bales to move. Like, there's I mean, there's some way on that side of the field from the headland or whatever. I'm not sure I'm going to drive all the way around the crop to get them. Just move those bales after the field's all done, kind of. I guess we could. Nothing else going on, I suppose. But man, I was just looking at the forecast. The next week or so, they're talking 30 above, 32. I think I seen one day. That's just gonna cook the grass, gonna cook whatever crops are. Well, crops are already ripe, I guess, but oh, that's hot. On the upside, when it's not hot, heavy harrowing is a breeze. The harrows break up all this straw, you know, like heavy harrowing does a really good job when it's that hot. But it's kind of dangerous when you're combining. It's just fire hazards go up, you know. I don't know. I'm not sure I like that, but can't do nothing about it, so take her as it comes, I guess. But the Massey's just over here. Walk back to the Massey. There's a few more bales at the far end over there. We'll move, I guess. Buddy's still just giving her. The old Sassy Massey's rolling along today. Yeah, I'm kind of glad we're going to be done this barley. Hopefully, by the end of today, there shouldn't be a whole lot left. Should get done tomorrow unless we have a major breakdown. It'll be nice to get the barley done since I want to bale that straw. Because when you're combining, when it's that hot, it just beats up that straw even more, and it just makes it that much harder to bale, right? So it'll be nice to get this barley done, and then the chopper will go back on the combine and chop the rest. Should have enough straw by the time we get this field baled. Well, there's only a couple more bales to move, and they're way on the other side of the field. To get them, you got to go way around the crop, you know what I mean? So those can wait till the field's done. You know what we're going to do? We're going to take this thing, and we're going to go to the combine, right where Buddy is, and we're going to start doing some drops. You guys have commented a few ideas on what to try. I was just on the phone with one of my buddies there. He's busy combining peas. Telling him, yeah, geez, it's kind of painful watching the old Sassy Massey going so slow on this barley. I said, it's not even yielding good, and it's got to go so slow. So he was giving me some pointers as well on try this, try that. And you guys have said, try this, try that. So we're going to go try this and try that at the old Massey right now. So we'll just jump in the Uptown truck here, zip over across the field, right where the combine is. Make him, we should F with the guy. We should fuck with him. Come ripping across the field, waving like this. What the? That'll freak him out a little bit. I think the combine's on fire. But I don't know if I'd want to do that, because you do that for a joke. Next time the combine is on fire, he'll think you're joking, and you know, so maybe we shouldn't do that. But let's catch him other end of the field there. We can do a whole pass, do a few drops, and see what the heck we can come up with here, because this is ridiculous. There's no reason we should be going this slow in poor yielding barley. And then the same guy I was just talking to was asking, well, how come you're going barley? He says, you should try growing soft white. It's good for cattle feed. It's good straw, probably better straw than barley anyway. So I might try soft white next year instead of this itchy frickin' barley. We'll see, I guess. See if I can find some soft white seed. Okay, see what we can come up with here. Okay, we just did the first drop. Now, all we did, we basically set the combine to wheat settings. Because last year we were doing 4 mile an hour in about 40 to 45 bushel an acre wheat. And we were throwing over a third of a bushel at that speed. So just for fun, let's see what we're throwing over right now. 4 mile an hour, wheat settings on the combine. Let's see. All right. That's what we got on a drop doing 4 mile an hour and the combine set for wheat. Let's see what we're getting here. Just a hair, so 35 mil, so just a hair over a bushel an acre. What? It is beating the piss out of the straw though. That's going to be harder to bale. Just because I got the rotor sped up for wheat settings, right? So, I mean, I can live with 35 on that gauge there. That's still just a hair over a bushel an acre throw over. Let's see if we can, how do we do this? Okay, so I know one of you guys commented, remove that blank in the blank in the concave there. Remove that, do this and this and try that. Well, that's what we're gonna do now. We're gonna take that blank out, then do another drop at the same speed, same settings that the combine is at now. Try another drop and see what that shows. Let's take this off and see what happens without this and not changing nothing else. We'll do the same combine settings, what they're at now, same ground speed. We'll just take this off and see what it does. Okay, that blank is out. Let's grab the drop pan, put her on the rear axle of that combine and do another drop at 4 mile an hour. Okay, we'll do another, we just did another drop. Let's see if that changed anything. Combine settings are the same, ground speed same. All we did was remove that blank. Now let's see what we're throwing over, if it's changed. Well, here's the test. What we got after 4 mile an hour, combine settings the same. We just removed that concave blank. What do we got? $25, less than 30. Well, that's rather embarrassing. But we're beating the piss out of the straw. The rotor's sped up. It's set for wheat, basically. So what if we just slowed the rotor down a little and did the same ground speed and see what happens? Just to try salvage a little bit of that straw. Let's try that. Okay, we slowed the rotor down is what we did. Straw is a little bit better, but it's because we're down in a low spot. So the straw is longer, it's taller. So all we did is slow the rotor down. Let's see what we're throwing over now. Drop pan's right there. Slowed the rotor down. Quite a bit more seeds in there now. Let's see how much we got on the gauge. I'm gonna say 60. Whoa! 100. What? Well, now we're gonna have to speed the rotor back up and do another drop and see if it goes right back down to 25. Because that's 369, that's just a hair over 3 bushel an acre throw over. That's way too much for me. Let's do another drop with the rotor sped up again. Change of plan. We're gonna do another drop. Combine settings stay the same, but we're gonna slow the ground speed down to 3.5. And see what that does for throw over. Yeah, that's the drop at 3.5 miles an hour with the rotor setting the way it was. What's that, 30? Ha! 20. So we're under a bushel. This is rather embarrassing, you guys. I don't even know if I'll post this on YouTube. Pretty embarrassing. Okay, so Buddy's just gonna combine there to the end of the pass, come back this way and stop right here. Because there's a low spot just right there. We want to do another drop in the low spot with how the combine is set right now. And doing 3.5 miles an hour. Whatever settings it is now at 3.5, do a drop in that bottom. And if we're 30 whatever-ish on that rain gauge, I think we got her figured out. Wow. Oh, I feel pretty stupid. Doing 2 miles an hour. But all I can say is this. Doing tests like this is so handy with my trusty old Sure Gain drop pan. Or I'd be standing behind that combine with a shovel if Buddy was running it, right? And that's not fun. Ooh, that dust is coming right towards us. I'm getting back in the truck. Ooh, I'm gonna be itchy today. Oh well, if we can figure this out, like, oh, this is embarrassing. What? Why couldn't I figure that out before? Part of the reason I couldn't figure this out before, oh man, is because I was going by what the book told me to set the combine for, right? Whatever rotor speed the book said, I wouldn't go past it or under it or whatever. I'd keep it within that. Well, we're way over what the book says for rotor speed. I don't know, maybe we're cracking a bunch of seeds in the tank there, but we'll have to look at that after we do this next drop. But it's feed barley. Does it really matter? I don't know. Like, anyway, this is makes me laugh. All you can do is laugh about it next year. It really makes me wonder what we're gonna do in canola with the old Sassy Massey now. Whatever the book said, that's what I would set it for in canola, and I couldn't go fast in canola either. I think I've told you guys that. 2 mile an hour is as fast as I can go, otherwise it pushes out the back. Well, I'm gonna be farting around with that thing a little more this year when we get to the canola. Okay, buddy's here now. He's gonna stop right here, and then we'll put that drop pad on, and right down in there, right there, it's a low spot. We'll see what kind of throw over it is in the low spot. Okay, we found the drop pan. We'll get all the chaff and straw out of there and see what we got. Well, we definitely got more seeds in this bottom part at 3.5 with the settings the way they are. I'm gonna say 60 on the rain gauge. Oh, 100 again. What? So we're at 369, we're 95 or so. We're like 3 bushel an acre throw over. So up top, it was only not even a bushel, wasn't it? Not even a bushel up top. Down in the bottom where the yield is a little better, we're throwing over 3. So now, let's find another low spot, and then we'll just slow down to 2.5 in the low spot. But then we're back to square one though. What if we did it? Okay guys, I thought we had it all figured out. We're right back to 90, 100 mils on that gauge. That's a hair over 3 bushel an acre throw over. That's too much for me in the low spot here. The last drop we did before this was up top there, right on top of a knoll kind of thing, or the hill, small hill, and we were throwing over less than a bushel. I like that. Not a good idea to stand behind a straw crop and wide open. But he's gonna go there and back and stop just before this low spot again. We're gonna speed the rotor back up to where it was. And then we're gonna do another drop right in this low spot at 3.5. We're trying to set it for 3.5, or maybe we should be doing 4. Maybe we're going too slow again. What do you guys think? But either way, we can only change one thing at a time so that we know if it did anything, right? Or how about this? If there's anybody out there with a 9790, what settings you guys run for wheat, canola, barley? Would you care to share? Private message me on Instagram or TikTok, same handle as YouTube here. I'd like to get this thing figured out. If I can get it figured out, I wouldn't really be keen on a newer combine for next year. My goal was to get a different combine for next year, but with prices where they're at and these yields, I'll be running the old Massey next year too. So I spent the time one time on canola, most of the day, trying to set it, this and that. But then again, I never exceeded what the book said for canola. I exceeded what the book said for rotor speed on this barley, and it seems to help. So I don't know. I know I got a comment one time, I think that was on TikTok. Maybe it was YouTube here. Oh, throw that book in the garbage. They don't follow the book. So well, maybe that guy was right. 'Cause that's what Buddy told me on the phone. He said, yeah, the book gives you an idea, but I wouldn't go by that. try go way higher rotor speed and just try it. What's it gonna hurt? And with Buddy here, it helps a lot with two guys doing these drops, so we'll see here. You can't see it, but the drop pan is in there. See it? Just getting all those seeds to the bottom. I hope this works. What do we got? More than 30? I'm gonna say 45. Ah! We're at 50. Yeah, that's true. We did cut it in half from 100. We're down to 50 just by speeding the rotor back up and going 3.5 through the low spot. So how do we get that down to 30 in the low spot? Do we got to slow down that much in the low spots? Oh, this is frustrating. See, when I'm by myself, I just get frustrated. Okay, well, let's just slow down. Slow down. Just try slowing down. So I did that. And then that's what happened. I'll just do some more drops later on. Slow down a bit. Oh, the dust. Hang on. Oh, I'm just burning from barley dust. Oh, I forgot the wind changed. The wind's going right straight towards us now. It was going that way. Or blowing it away, like away from us, but now it's... Anyway, yeah, I get frustrated and I'll just go combine for a while, think about it, talk to Buddy, see what, talk to other guys, whatever, and dick around a little more, and then in the end, it seems like you got to slow down your ground speed. I know I've told you guys that before, but... So, comes with a flat washer, whoops, a nut, and a flat washer. So now, to get the tooth to stay there, you got to put the flat washer... Oh, dropped it already. Got to get the flat washer in there, and you got to somehow hold the flat washer. Now what I do, take the impact. Oh, I got the phone leaning up against the impact. Hang on. But yeah, now I'll take the impact in the socket, and it just barely fits in between here. Can you see that? In between there. Jam it up in there and see if we can get her here. Kind of like this here. And the nut normally falls... Oh, we got her. Look at that. Oh, we got her. Okay, that wasn't so bad. There. How come I had such a fight the last time? Whoops, wrong way. But what we're going to do now is he's going to go there. He's got a dump. Combine his way back to on top of the hill, just right there. We'll put the drop pan back on, and then we'll do a drop in here at 2.5 miles an hour. I don't know. We'll try drop here at 2.5. If that still doesn't do nothing, we'll speed up to 4 in the low spot and see what that does. Because, I don't know. I thought we had her figured out wherever we did the first couple drops. There was nothing in that gauge. Or was it the drop before this one? Yeah, I think it was the drop before this one. I've lost track already. Forget. But we had, what, 20 on that rain gauge? That's awesome. Doing 3.5 mile an hour. Now we're back up to, what was it, 50? Man. All right, we didn't change any settings on the combine. We're in the low spot. All we did is slow down to 2.5 miles an hour. Looks like about 30 to 40. Oh, 25. There we go. So on top we got 20, was it? That one, yeah, on top where it's thinner, we got 20. We slow at 3.5 miles an hour on top of the hills. Slow down to 2.5 in the bottom. We got 25. Calling that good enough. We're just gonna go combine the rest of the field this way. Yeah, we're just gonna call it good. We got, I don't know how many acres left here, 50. And the barley's done, and we'll be setting for wheat right away, so we'll just leave her like this, and hopefully I can bale that straw set it with the rotor that speed and whatever else. So Just gonna drive beside and make sure there's nothing leaking out of the combine that I can see. I know the one day I did this when Dad would still help here and there. Actually, it was the first year we got this old girl. And I drove beside him and I could see canola, little seeds of canola coming out of the one elevator there. It wasn't quite sealed at the bottom. So there's a little bit of a loss right there, right? Well, that's not much, but every seed counts. I don't see nothing like noticeably bad leaking, so probably good. Well, 3.5 up here in the hills, and 2.5 in the bottom. That's not so bad. I was hoping to go 3.5 right through the low spots and 4 or something on top. Well, he could probably get away with 4 mile an hour on top of the hills too. But anyway, the wife should be here with supper right any time. Ooh, the wind died right down. Dust is lingering. Look. Yeah, the supper should be here soon. Either way, we would have got this field done tomorrow. And hopefully start on wheat tomorrow. We'll be doing all these drops all over again. So I just remembered I noticed a couple teeth broke on the very edge of the baler there. And I got 2 spare teeth in the service truck. So we may as well put 2 new teeth on. Oh, there's 3 broke. 4, what the? How did they break? Well, all I got is 2 teeth, so we could change the 2 and have to get some more tomorrow. I forgot about that. Uh-oh. Combine stopped. Anyway, there's 1 more tooth here. Oh, this one's broke as well. They're all broke. Every one on the frickin' end here is broke. Well, maybe we should space it out for tonight. And we'll skip this one and go to this one. And then we'll have 2 on the opposite side of the, you know what I mean? Instead of 2 good ones and then nothing or whatever. I'll skip to this one, replace him, and we'll have to get some more tomorrow. So we'll need 1, 2, 3. I'll just get another 10 teeth. I got a feeling these teeth are going to start breaking more often now. Well, that's got her. It's the only 2 teeth I have on hand, so that's going to have to work. Better than it was. Oh, there's another one broke. So 1, 2, 3. 3. So 3 for sure, but like I said, we'll just get a bunch more to have as spares tomorrow. Well, the wife's not here yet with supper. Let's fire up the Massey. There's a couple more bales we can move, but they're way around the other side. It'll kill some time. I know I won't be able to, well, I don't think I'll be able to bale that straw yet. Oh, we should go feel this stuff now. This stuff that got rained on right here. Okay, how about right here in this low spot? Oh, I think so. You frickin' right, that's dry. Right there it is. There's another, right where that big wad is. Combine operator stopped in one spot and it piled up. That's where we checked earlier today. Let's zip around and go check that. And I see the wife ripping up the driveway there with supper, so supper in the field again. You know, it's not that we need to have supper in the field. It's still early, but there's just something about harvest suppers in the field, isn't there? Absolutely love it. I swear the food tastes better out in the field. I don't know about you, but let's go feel this other spot. Yeah, we can see our dig marks from earlier today. I dug right there and right there. Let's see what this stuff feels like now. After today. She is dry. Look at that. Right on. I don't feel any kind of dampness underneath there. Earlier today I did, so we can roll this up tonight. We'll get this field done, baled up tonight, depending what time. Well, we got quite a bit of baling to do over there now. Might be late enough by the time we get this baled. We'll come back tomorrow, haul the bales during the day while Buddy's combining, and then harrow this in this field the day after tomorrow, sort of thing. Because by then he'll be on that wheat, which is over there. Yeah, should work out pretty good. I'm going for supper. I'll talk to you guys in a half an hour-ish or an hour or so. Oh, supper in the field at harvest time. Oh, that tastes good. Homemade chicken, garlic, some kind of garlic, mashed, roasted, mashed garlic, whatever, potato, cream corn type thing or something, and give me watermelon. Oh, I don't know what it is. I swear it tastes better out in the field like this. Okay, Buddy's in the long passes now, right from one end of the field, full half-mile passes. The peat's still right here, which is going to be a hassle for him. So we'll fire it up and we'll move it to the end of the field over that way. Yeah, I'm not sure why I was sitting in the uptown truck, but jump in the peat here and fire it up. I was just so sidetracked with that delicious homemade supper. Oh, that's good. I swear she's trying to get me fat too. Like, oh, it was so good. You just keep eating it, and you're like, oh my God, I'm so full. And kind of watch what I eat. Gotta stay in shape for sledding season here coming up. There. That's better. A little more convenient for the combine guy. Well, I wonder if sun's just about down. That field's kind of in a low spot there. The sun might not be getting to it. The swath here that got the rain on it. We could probably go start rolling that up right now. There's only a couple more bales here. We could just leave them till the field's done. Well, I'm gonna let the Massey warm up for a couple minutes and keep my watermelon. I guess. See if we can finish this off and then jump over to that field where the combine is, I guess. I'm sure we'll be able to bale this stuff. This is the little bit longer straw, a little bit better straw. We didn't quite have the combine dialed in. Ah, crap. Hang on, I gotta jump out. I lifted the wind guard way up in the air when I replaced those teeth on the pickup there. I'll have to put that wind guard back down. I don't think it'll work like that very good. See? It's lifted way up in the air. This thing should be dropped way down to here. That's better. See how low that is now? Wind guard. Let's give her. Well, we're moving right along here. Getting her done. Now we're on that stuff where we sped the rotor up. I can definitely tell it's harder to bale than the other stuff. It's beat to a pulp. Like it's actually quite tricky to bale this stuff now. It looks like you're plugged, and yeah, it's not that tough yet though either. So it would help if the straw was a little tougher. Well, it looks like we got about this pass, 2, 3, 4 more passes. Not even 3.5, I guess. And then we're caught up to the combine. So getting her done. Last pass, and then we're caught right up to the combine. We should get a full bale, hopefully by the end of the pass here, and it'll work out perfect. Yeah, I think it's gonna work out good. We gotta go to 72 inches. We're almost full now. That worked out perfectly. Full bale, right at the end of the pass, right on. Okay, we're gonna go back to that other field where we finished those swaths that got rained on. We're gonna go back to that field and move those bales off tonight yet. And then we'll call her a night, call her a day after that, I guess. I want to get them off tonight, and then we'll be able to fire up the old 9380 and heavy harrow that tomorrow. Kind of pumped to try the 9380 on the heavy harrows with that increased horsepower. See how it's going to pull those harrows this year. Last year it didn't struggle, but I did have to shift down on a couple hills, like adding those weights. I don't know if it just doesn't slip anymore or what, but wheel slip, you know. But yeah, I'm kind of pumped to see how it's going to work out. I think there's only a couple bales over there, so we'll go move them quickly and then shut her down. Okay, since we just finished baling, before we go move those few bales, we just shut the baler off. What I want to do crawl up in there, get your ram stop, crawl up in there and feel the bearings. You know what I mean? Whoa, what's going on here? Feel these bearings and see if they're hot. To check if there's any blown bearings, you know? Because, no, he's good. He's good. I did this one other time. Burnt my fingers. Because if the bearing is blown, this gets super hot, right? So, nope, that's good. Now there's another roller. Where is that little fart? I think it's up on the front there somewhere. Hang on. Oh yeah, it's way up at the front. You gotta go this way, I think. We replaced the bearings in it. Right, where is it here? Right here, this one. Frickin' net wrap. Yeah, we had to do the bearings in this little roller. Well, this end's good. Should probably get that net wrap out of there, though. Check the other side. No, he's good. See how that straw just sits there? I don't get it. Okay, now we'll feel this one. Right here, like that'll be red hot if that bearing's blown. No, he's ice cold. I don't think there'd be any bearings gone, because if there was, we probably would have had a fire by now. So, I think we're okay, but let's double check. No, he's good. We already did that side, didn't we, over there? Let's do it again. Can't remember if we did or not. There's another one just inside there. I gotta crawl up on top of the belts here. Okay. Now it's important you get your ram stops on when you're crawling in here. Okay. Okay, right inside there, that roller right there. That's what we're checking right now. Right there. No, he's good. And you know what's crazy? After you just finish baling for a while, put your hand on. Oh, it's not too bad right now, but maybe this one. Yeah, how warm these walls get. Well, plus we're baling at night too. But how warm the walls get in the middle of a hot 30 above day, it blows my mind how this straw doesn't just light on fire when the walls are that hot. They're not hot right now though. Okay. We already felt that one, didn't we? Yeah. Let's kick this out on the grass. How about this one? No, I think he's good. Whoa, don't slip. Fall between the belts. Get this out of here. How about this side? Yeah, no, we're good. I gotta cut all this net wrap off too. That's probably what's snagging the net wrap off the bales when you dump it. How about this one? It's all good. I gotta feel that one up top there. I don't know if I can reach that. No, he's good. Yeah, I did this one time. Haying season, a couple years ago, I think it was. Maybe 3 years ago already. Feeling the bearings just like I am with my bare fingers. And one of the bearings was blown. I think it was that one right there. And what had happened, hang on, let me get this one here. Yeah, that's good. Ice cold. And what had happened, I went to feel it in between here, like that. I went to just go real quick. Oh good, he's ice cold, so the bearing's good. But I lost my footing a bit, so I went to brace myself with this hand, and I went and pushed like this really hard. That bearing was blown, so this roller right on the end here was pretty well red hot, and I went like this to feel it, lost my footing and put a bunch of pressure on the fingers, and oh my, burnt my finger. Geez, that hurts. No, that's good. Okay. Why is that rubbed like that? Oversized bales, I suppose. Yeah, we had trouble with this thing when we first got it. The monitor was showing smaller bales than it was actually making. It would show a 72-inch bale, but it was oversized bales every time. We didn't know that. We couldn't figure out what was going on, because every bale we had dumped, the net wrap on that bale was torn, completely ripped, just about right off. Like in the center, about this wide of a spot in the center of the bale. Net wrap ripped right off, every friggin' bale. Oh, that was frustrating. There's another roller there I gotta try. I don't know if I can get my hand in there. Well, I'm gonna have to put the phone down. I'll need two hands for this. I felt the rest of the bearings. They're all good, which I kind of thought they would be, because we probably would have had a fire by now if they weren't. Get this net wrap off there. Got the net wrap off the other. Oh, come on. Close the end gate. We'll move these. I think there's only 2 or maybe 4 bales there in this little field right here. Move them bales off. Probably good enough for the day. Okay, there's more bales out here than I thought. There's still 1, 2, 3, 4 away at the far end here, and then there's 4 more, or 2 or 4 more back there. Oh well. I don't feel like going to sleep right now anyway, so let's keep working. Well, we got those bales moved. Makes me happy. Now we can heavy harrow this little field in the morning. Or, not in the morning, but afternoon, I guess. Well, that wasn't such a bad day. We got that combine figured out a little better. But it's still like 2.5 seems still slow, like in the low spots. The low spots aren't yielding that great either. I don't know. It is what it is. We're almost done the barley, like I said. We'll finish that tomorrow, hopefully. And then start doing some drops in that wheat, maybe. Or take a test of the wheat first, I suppose. See what the 919 says, and then if the 919 says dry, run a sample to the elevator and see what they say about it. But I think I'm going home. It's almost midnight. That's good enough for today. Come back tomorrow and do it all over again, sort of, kind of. Hang on, before you go, let's see how many total bales are on this baler. There we are. Oh, just over 13,000. Huh. That's not that many bales, I don't think. 9,841 net wrap bales, 3,223 twine wrap bales, 569.1 hours. 569 hours on the baler. Huh. Yeah, I thought there was about 12,000, 13,000 bales on this thing. And I don't think that's that many bales. Like, we've done quite a few bearings on this thing already. Well, that one small roller at the front, down low, kinda. That one up top there, kinda, the one I burnt my finger on, kinda at the back, up top. And there was another bearing right on the main drive roller, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's Yeah, I think so. Cause I just about had a fire that time, baling hay. Whatever direction I was traveling, the wind must have been coming from behind me, and I could stop to tie a bale, and I got a waft of something burning. Like, what the hell? Something burning? What the? And I looked, and I could see. I'll just go now. I could see something smoldering, like it was starting to smoke on this side, and it started to come out right in between there, kind of thing. Started smoking coming up there, and so I jumped out, opened that side door on this side, whipped it open, seen the smoke inside there. Once you opened the door, the smoke really started flowing out of there. Pulled the fire extinguisher off, blew it all in there, got it out, and didn't have an actual fire. Or was there flames? I think there was. I think it just had flamed up or something like that. And I had just got it out before it really took off. But it was hay, so it is dry and it'll burn, but no, not like straw. If that happened when I was baling straw, it probably would have burnt. But yeah, we had one fire, I guess you could say, with this thing so far. But anyway, I think it's time to go home. So if you've actually watched the video right to the end here, thanks a lot. I think today's video was a little bit longer. Sure seemed like I took a lot of clips. Oh, what a beautiful night. The Big Dipper. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one, probably tomorrow.